The show was probably going to end. The office was closed. No one could go anywhere.
The coronavirus taking a devastating toll. Confirmed cases now top 300,000.
Really very, very strictly adhere to the guidelines of physical separation.
We suggest that if at all possible, you stay at home.
Coronavirus is exactly like having a baby. That's exactly what it felt like when this pandemic started.
I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
You just stay home on lockdown, trying to survive. And you're working around the clock to support and provide life. And I honestly did not know what I was doing. We haven't even started the show, and I had a very different vision and perception of what we wanted to accomplish with this, and it certainly did not take place from my home on a digital platform.
I never knew we would be launching a talk show at the same time no one will come out to go to a talk show. How do we get around that?
You'd think that that would be so de-incentivizing or such a bummer. It is not. It is what is happening, and you deal with what is happening.
We have an advantage in that we're putting ourselves together under these circumstances. We're not retrofitting for them, so we should take advantage of that.
We should.
I took a lot of weeks of working with everyone on our team so closely on these Brady Bunch Zooms.
I know it's social distancing time, so that is incredibly challenged, and we might all be here in these boxes until eternity. So we always have to have a plan A and a plan B. It seems like for everything, maybe even a plan C.
But we never gave up. We did not give in.
Let's surprise people with emotionality. Let's not talk about how important and intelligent you're gonna feel things in this show. We will surprise you with like how we are attacking everything. And we're also here in the way that late night shows go, hey, you made it through the day, man. So guess what? We're gonna put you to bed and give you a reward and a treat by making you laugh and talk about the good, funny stuff in life. I can't understand why we can't start the day that way, and we will.
This is really high stakes for me, and I am scared. I'm scared shitless.
I've like hit another wall, and I know I'll find my way out of it again. I always do.
You are not going to be left hanging. You are going to have what you need. You're going to have the environment you need. You're going to have it where it needs to be, whether it's an alternate look on the set or something that's moved to another location. It's going to be where you feel good and creative and like you can handle this and feel proud of it.
I really want to figure out how to make this work.
I want to connect with people to like make someone's day lovely. Like that's it. That's the mission we're all on for this show.
I love Zoom. I have been saying, why are we not working from home more?
Hi. Another day. With a Zoom at the top of every hour.
Yeah, and by the way, this is my third Zoom today, and it's 9 a.m. here.
I feel like more people feel like they're getting the same amount of work done. They're having connections with people. They're being prolific. Things are getting done and accomplished.
Talking about where we want to put cameras and, you know, how the set flow works and the design aspects of it.
I am excited about people getting their quality of life.
By the way, Bethany, I just thought that was my child. I was like, it was like she was perfect.
Send her for a drink.
Isn't it great if they can do something for you?
Just even avoiding 30 minutes of bumper-to-bumper traffic. I hate traffic. There is no question in my mind that hell is hot and it is just full of traffic. And I just go bananas. I lose all cool. So somehow like Zoom has absolved my life of all of that. And I can wear sweatpants and I just love it. But there is a time and a place for Zoom, for sure. It's never gonna replace what travel is meant for, which is expanding our experiences, understanding cultures, seeing different things. But for business, oh my God. If we ever go back, I'm never going back. I don't think we do. I think we've all had a bite of the apple. Everybody gets this. And business as usual will never be the same.
We need you every step of the way. At every turn, you have succeeded. I loved so much the page you wrote about how to shoot, with all the details and particulars about how we're going to film this.
This moment has made me become someone that I never thought I could be, let alone would be, which is someone who sought out every technological advancement.
We have this really interesting 2020 mechanism that I'm really thrilled to introduce you to. One of a kind virtual audience.
You do all virtual, you don't bring a hologram into a virtual world. It's like too many layers of distance and technology that don't even look right.
I love design, and so I tried to put all of it together into this new box that was sort of pretty and shiny and exciting.
Us being ahead of the game and having a really elevated visual, architectural design plan and technological functionality is going to be crucial.
How are we interacting with people? How are we bringing people into this? How does it look?
I really think we've got the seeds of something here. So, excited to see what we can build, a little bit bigger, than what we've originally talked about, and just excited to see what we can come up with.
How does our production design now become, instead of, bleachers for all these human beings who are not going to be there, screens? I want big screens. I've always loved Blade Runner. When you first see whatever that place is that Ridley Scott created, I just think it's so timeless and cool. And you're like, okay, screens are the sizes of buildings. This is so compelling. So I said, we need big screens.
This is the most crude drawing, but this is the screen where said person is. Is this the worst? It's the worst drawing ever. It's not my skill set. And that's me.
One thing I don't want to be is coming out like a dinosaur, from my living room. So we're going to figure this out.
We do really good work when we're tasked to think differently. The outcomes sometimes are better than if we could have had it another way. It's so impressive. It's just a total compliment to the team.
If 2020 is anything, there is a modernity to this year. This historical, game-changing, life-altering year. So why shouldn't everything else fall into line like that? Why shouldn't everything take a deep look inside of itself and ask questions that clearly we were not asking before?